large mango pineapple refresher, and I had a little sausage breakfast muffin. I'm just waiting for my wife right now. She's visiting her father right now at the rehab center. And, I paid my respects. It's one person at a time. I went in and then she went in. But right now I'm waiting for her. My kids are at a football game, if you could believe it. Their friend William is playing football and they're having fun at the football game. So I'm at Dunkin' Donuts right now. Now, a lot of people keep asking me, hey, Father, how can you fund the V for Victory project? Okay, so let's talk about that. First of all, if the reception is not good, tell me. If you can't hear me, uh, I'm in a low reception area, so if you're like the reception sucks, tell me please. Okay, I guess then I would have to maybe postpone this live stream because I'm at the Dunkin' Donuts. Reception here sucks, but anyway, let's continue. So the first obvious way, and honestly, it should be the simplest way, okay, is the fact that there are millions and millions and millions of retail investors out there. The problem is, it's very hard for me to reach all of them. I'm trying, you know what I mean? I am trying my best, but I can't reach them. Okay, so, if I could, let's just say, assume that I could reach millions and millions of retail investors and they came to my live streams. See, the idea would be to help me with just the first project. See, I want you all to understand something, and I think this applies to everything in life. This applies to everything. The first project is always the hardest. If you could literally just do one single project, I've always believed this my whole life. If you could do one single project, it's like that's it. You're established. I'll give you an analogy that applies to music. Okay, so I remember when I was in high school. Okay, and like they had the school band. They had the school band, but they never had a piano player. Like, for some odd reason, the piano was only for the chorus. So like you would play the piano with the chorus, people would sing along, blah blah blah. Okay, but they never had the piano in the band. So I told my teacher, Mr. Rosenberg, I said, listen, why don't we give it a chance? He goes, it was never done before. I go, let's give it a chance. I rocked it out. People went crazy. I'm doing solos, Jerry Lee Lewis, Boogie Woogie, all kinds of stuff. He says it was the most amazing thing. He goes, this was the greatest thing I've ever seen. So from that, it then became a standard. It became a standard that the piano was in everything, not just the chorus, but was in the band. He actually then even gave me my solo sections where I did my own solo concerts. But I'm just trying to make a point. The point is that it's very similar. Okay, right now all of this sounds like maybe taboo to you. It's like that song by Sade. It's the sweetest taboo. Anyway, it sounds crazy. Listen, I understand. Look, if I put myself in your position and I was hearing this from someone, I would think that the person is completely insane. I get it, but see, this is the way I look at it. I guess that we have like a different mindset. My mindset is different than your mindset, okay? My mindset is that retail has already did this. Let me tell you what retail already did. They already did this, okay? They invested 350 billion with a B, okay? 350 billion dollars in the stock market in meme stocks, and they lost every single penny. So I just want to I want to repeat this because I honestly don't think you understand. No offense to all of you. I think there might be like a comprehension like difficulty because I noticed that when I say this, nobody ever makes a big deal about it. People are like, and like this is a big effing deal. This isn't a small deal. This is a big, enormous, friggin' gigantic deal. $350 billion is a lot of effing money. This isn't small money. This is friggin' gigantic money. Again, just to give you, like an example, right? Elon Musk is the richest man in the world. He's not even, at one point he was, at one point actually, at his peak, he was worth over 300 billion. But now I think it's somewhere between 260 billion. So I'm trying to make a point to you of how much money $350 billion is. It's 100 billion more than Elon Musk, more than his net worth. Has trades for days, one of the haters. Let's see if this is an actual intelligent question or if it's just based on hate. Let's see. So I have a question. You say the donations are for the casinos, but when questioned, you say they're for entertainment. Let me explain to you why I say that. Legally, hear me out. It's a very simple answer. I can't legally say that this is an investment. Like if I would say to you, trades for days, donate $50 and you're going to be receiving an ownership percentage or some sort of an investment, that is illegal. Okay. And let me explain to you. I know this because I've been through it before in my life. Okay. Remember that whole cease and desist order with the SEC? That's what happened to me back in 2007. Back in 2007, I had, and I don't want to repeat it, but I'm trying to explain it to you. I had an option on 110 acres of beachfront land in the Caribbean, in the St. Croix. It was in the Virgin Islands, and it was zoned for a hotel casino development. I had a big Florida developer who was backing me, but he also said to me, look, try to get other investors. So this way I'm just not on the hook for everything. So I called up this Pittsburgh developer, and again, I said the word, this is the word, big word, investment. Just let me explain it to you. So I said to him, listen, we got this project in the Caribbean. Would you like to participate and invest in it? He goes, send me the business. He says, send me the business plan. Send me the prospectus. I sent it out to him. He then calls the SEC. You understand, this Pittsburgh developer. And he said, look, I don't know who this guy is. He says that they want to build a casino in the Virgin Islands. He goes, do you know anything about this guy? And then he gave my name and my partner's name to the SEC. The SEC then looked up their database, noticed that we were not registered. We didn't register any public offering. We were not broker dealers. So that's illegal. So they called us up and they were like, guys, you got to do what's called a cease and desist. Stop. You can't mention this to anybody else. Cease and desist. Now, again, my only defense, and I know that you're not going to accept it, was I was young. Okay. I didn't understand this. I never did anything like that before. I was just a young, ambitious guy. I read The Art of the Deal by Donald Trump, and I got it in my head. I'm like, I could do this. I could put together a casino. I could do it. And I just didn't understand the rules of the, Securities and Exchange Commission. I didn't understand it. So I'm trying to, but it's not the same story, because the story, Trade for Days, listen to me, is your answer to your question. You understand? You asked me a question. The question is, why do I say it's for entertainment purposes only? That's your question, correct? Okay. So I'm answering your question. I'm sorry if I'm being redundant and saying the same things, but it's the answer. If anything, you're the one who's asking the same questions. Okay. Listen to me. I can't call this an investment. It's illegal. I have to say it's for entertainment purposes only. I have to. Okay. Do you understand that? Or I could get in legal trouble. Now, maybe that's something you want to happen. I understand that. You might want to see me get in legal trouble, but I don't want to get into legal trouble. So I have to say the following. So this is what I'm saying to people. The first project, listen to me, no one will have any ownership. I am not offering a solicitation for an investment. What I'm asking for is what's called a vote of trust, a vote of confidence. In other words, you're saying to me, Rich, here's the deal. We all lost money in the stock market. The stock market is corrupt. The stock market is rigged. We would like to see you succeed. We would like to see you become established. And then down the line, after you're established and you hire a securities firm to put together a legal offering that the SEC will approve, then down the line, like the second project, the third project. And actually, if you think about it, it makes more sense that way. You want to know why it makes more sense that way, Trades for Days? Let me tell you why it makes, hold on one second. Here's my daughter. She's at a I'm gonna continue this live stream. I just got to go pick up my kids, but I want to see everyone succeed, but you just want to talk on YouTube. So in other words, you don't like me, Trades for Days. See, even though I'm answering your questions and I'm being very thorough in my answer, you just don't like me. You know, let's just face the facts. You don't like me. All right, so I don't think any answer that I give you, unfortunately, is going to be good enough. But this I'm not just answering this question for you. I'm answering this question for all the people like this guy John Bitton. He says, I don't think that you're being serious because when they hear the words entertainment purposes only, they think that I'm joking around. I am 100% serious about the V for Victory project, 100%, but I have to do it in a legal fashion. I have to do it legally. So that's why I have to say the first initial project, no one is getting any type of investment interest in. No one is getting an ownership position. This is not a solicitation for, that is what's called, it's not a donation even. I noticed that people use the word donation a lot. It's not a donation. It's not an effing donation. A donation is like, I have a 501c company. You donate, money, and you get like a tax benefit or something, like it's a nonprofit company. See, people use the word donations when it comes to like non-for-profits, 501c registered charities, right? Okay, this is not a donation. A super chat is something that is what's called earned income. I have to pay taxes on it. Okay, so it's I just noticed that all of you always use the wrong wording when you speak. You use the word scam, like as an example. You'll say, I'm a scam artist, yet I'm not doing anything illegal. I've never done anything in my life that was a scam. I've never, ever gotten into any type of legal trouble, and super chats are not a scam. Okay, but it's like I just noticed like you use these words, and I think it's more or less because you hate me, you don't like me. I get it, but you use words that are inaccurate words. You're scamming people. I'm not scamming people. People have a choice to make a super chat. It's of their own free will. It's of their own free will. I am not forcing them to do it. Okay, I'm explaining everything thoroughly to them. I'm saying it's for entertainment purposes only. I'm saying to them what my dream is, and in a sense, I'm entertaining people. I'm entertaining people, and they're giving me a super chat because they're being entertained. I'm not giving financial advice. I'm not giving you any type of form of an investment. I'm not saying to you that you're going to get an interest in any investment. I am not giving you any type of financial advice in a stock or any type of a business. So it is completely 100% legal what I am doing. I'm saying blatantly it's for entertainment purposes only. Listen, I got it, Richie. I don't hate you. No reason to hate you. It just seems like you hate me. So why don't you register with the SEC? Because I'll tell you the reason why. Trades for Days. No one at this point, let's be realistic. I have trouble getting people to give me a $5 super chat. Trades for Days. I have trouble getting people to give me a $1 super chat. Do you really think, because you understand once you register with the SEC, that there's a lot of things that are involved. First of all, there has to be what's called an accredited investor. Someone who might have $1 million net worth, someone who makes an annual income of $250,000 a year. Okay, so an accredited investor, this is someone who's a sophisticated investor, would have to make a decision to invest. Do you really think at this point that an accredited investor, someone who has a net worth of $1 million or who's making over $250,000 a year, thank you, Back to the Future, I love you, as my main man here, my main man, Back to the Future. But do you think an accredited investor is going to put up a large sum of money in an unproven, person, a person who doesn't have a track record, a person, like you said, in a way that's Peter Pan, because it's like all of this is speculation, all of this is a dream, right? Who's going to do that? Nobody, right? So the only way I could do this right now, that's legally, and that makes sense, is the way I'm doing it, which is to offer people a chance to give super chats, just like my main brother, my main man, Back to the Future did. Listen, guys, as you can see, it's raining outside. Let me go pick up my kids. They're at a football game. Once I get my kids, I pick a wife. She's visiting her father in the rehab. We will continue this conversation. I will be doing a live stream very, very shortly. I love you in the future. God bless you and your family. V for victory. I'll be right back, okay? This video is not financial advice, this live stream. I'm not a financial planner. Everything I said is for entertainment purposes only. All super chats are for entertainment purposes only. I will be back, as Arnold Schwarzenegger says from the Terminator.